A couple of trips ago we had the drive shaft come loose and smash the Speedo sensor. Hasn't worked since then. Eventually bought one, got it from China, and I'm going to have a crack at putting this in today. When I put the floor in the OKA, I put a plug on the existing cable, so it's making it a whole lot easier to get this one out. That's the damaged section of the Speedo sensor, and the cabling I've already managed to remove. And this is the plug I put on the other end, which makes it easy to replace this. Also got to straighten this up a bit, I think. Now this plug is not going to fit through that hole, but it's not a problem because the new one has got the same coloured wires, so I can cut these ones off and just re-terminate that new plug into the cable. So the instructions have got a little circuit diagram, 3 wires and a resistor. So one is your sense wire or your indicator wire, and the other 2 are power wires. Fortunately the resistor is inside the truck itself. All I need to do is to cut this lead the same length as the other one and terminate those wires onto that brand new plug, which is a replacement for this one that I've just taken off. So cutting the wire is simply a matter of measuring it and trimming it off. The outer insulation is just taken off. Being careful not to cut any of these wires as you're doing it. I always use a proper trimmer, insulation remover. The first part is the electrical connection, and the second part is actually mechanical connection around the insulation of the wire to make it a little bit stronger while it's holding. One down. That's the 3 of them done. Slight tug on them to make sure they're all secure. Yep. The next thing is to get the colours in the right spot on the connector. So the blue one is on the bottom, so it's easy to get right. So the blue one is on the bottom. And there's a nice click when it goes in, and the brown one is on the right as I look at the back of the plug. So the back of the plug is this, and the brown one is on the right, and these pins will only go in one way, and there's a locking mechanism inside the plug, so it's retained and it's not coming out. There's only one left, and it has to be the black one on the left hand side of the plug. Well, that's that done. So the old one can now go in the bin, and the new one is ready to go back on the truck. Now, there's plenty of room under the OKA, but sometimes it's just not enough to do a job comfortably. So that's now plugged in. The good thing about this is it does have a little LED here, which means I can turn the ignition on and check it by waving a piece of metal in front, and it should start to flash to indicate that it's sensing the metal going past. The ignition is on, and as I move the spanner next to the sensor, you can see the light coming on. The reason that works is the handbrake housing has these tabs welded to it. There's 4 of them, so when it's going around it causes that device to pulse, which then registers on the speedo as the speed.